in high school, going into my senior year, we had high expectations about going to the state championship and winning it, obviously. And going into that season, we had four Division I football players. We had one committed to UT, Rice, Northwestern, and A&M. And we were just thinking about this. We had a great coach in Robin Kirk. He's one of the best coaches in the Houston area. He won 10 out of 10 out of, or he won 10 out of 12 state championships out in from 1990 to I guess 2000 something. And it was just one of those teams that you just knew something special was going to be. And in early October, we're going to play Huntsville and Huntsville, Texas. It was a little small town, capital of the prison, or the state prison of Texas. And it's a place that I don't like. I hated going there. I hated playing them last year. They came to Houston and played us, and they had players who would just spit on your face and under the pile and grab your genitals under the pile as well. And it's not really great sportsmanship, and they were just a bunch of trash talkers, and we beat them, obviously. And while we're playing them, it's like you see when you're coming into Huntsville, all you see is that big prison, and you're just like, what? Like, why am I here? You hear about this prison all the time, all the executions and stuff like that. So it's just like a place I don't like, and I don't want to be there. And going into this game, it was really high game because Huntsville was undefeated at this point. We were undefeated, and we just wanted just to win just because we thought we always knew we were better than them. And going into this game, we had it was one of my best friends, one of my good friends on the football team, Kellen Jones. He had epilepsy, and he hasn't been able to play the first 4 games of the season. And he finally comes back, and he gets ready and all this stuff, and we're like, yeah, we finally got Kellen back. Well, my good friend, he's one of the better players on the team. And going in the game, we're warming up and stuff, and we just come back. When we all warm up and then we come back into the locker room, and he wasn't looking too well, so I looked back at him and was like, "Hey, are you okay?" He said, "Yeah, I'm good. Let's go play." So we get out on the field, and we're down about 3 points in the second quarter. And he leaves early in the second quarter with like 4 minutes to go. He said he needs to go back to the locker room. So he goes back to the locker room, and he said, "Yeah, I just needed." He said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good." So when we go back out, he comes back and play in the second quarter. He said, "Yeah, I'm fine." So we get back at halftime and look back and say, "Hey, you okay? What did you need in the second quarter?" He said, "Hey, I just need some aspirin. My head was hurting." And the coaches were in their coaches meeting trying to get ready for the game plan so we can go back out there and beat Huntsville. So as the coaches come out and everything, the coaches come to the board and bring on the board and they're drawing. All I hear is just the coaches screaming and the players behind me screaming like, "Go get a doctor! Go get a doctor!" And I kind of look back and I see Kellen having his seizure. And I didn't know this was a side effect to epilepsy, but it was one of the weirdest things I ever saw. It was just something I didn't want to see, and didn't want to see him going through that struggle again of his kind of disease, because I thought he was all better and everything like that. And it was really hard for us to see it. So we all kind of we went back on the field and we all kind of gave the game to Kellen. We also gave our state championship to Kellen because he was one of the warriors on our team, and we dedicated the season to him because we missed him so much, and he was just a great player, and now he's doing fine, but his football career has ended, and we just wish him the best, and it just gave me life lessons that don't take life for granted because something always can happen to you.